so you don't have to experience all this comparison and negative self-talk, etc, etc, etc. It's a slippery slope. Okay, let's take a pause. Did you figure it out? Did you think? You will be set if you listen to me, because I went through these mistakes so you don't have to. Yeah, we are not doing that in our 20s. We are over that. We are over that. We're growing, we're maturing. No. Watch that now. Hi guys, I'm Caitlin. If you haven't met me before, thanks for clicking on this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, girl. So basically, if you clicked on this video, that probably means you don't know what the hell life means. Me either, girl. Join the club. However, I have gone through things so you don't have to. Okay, I'm here to spill the tea, give you some guidance, and let you know what's happening in our 20s. So to give you a little bit of background on me, I'm 23. I'm currently getting my MBA. I live in Texas. I'm a marketing director. I live in a house with my boyfriend, 2 roommates. I've lost some friends along the way. I've lost a parent along the way. I've traveled a good amount, not really internationally, only a few. I like self-help. I love YouTube, actually. I love my friends, I like fashion, I play tennis. That's my life in a nutshell. If you clicked on this video, that means you're trying to navigate your 20s. You probably are about to turn 20, or you've already in your 20s and you're like, what the fuck? So most likely you're someone in college, or you're working full-time, or you graduated college, or you're going into college, you're in college, you don't go to college and you're at home, whatever. We don't judge here. So I have been called to explain the things that are on my mind and how to help you navigate your 20s. I'm still figuring it out, bitch, but the 3 years that I have in my 20s, oh, the things have changed. Things have fucking changed, that's for damn sure. This is how you transform your life, and these are the things you need to know. So some of these are going to be things that you've probably heard before, and some of them probably actually are not. So make sure you follow all the way through. It's hard to go in order because some of these are more important than others, honestly. You know what? If you're listening to this video, you need to do this right now, okay? Let's take a breath and do it together. Okay, so you need to forgive yourself for anything that you've done wrong, anything that you're currently judging yourself for. Let's take a pause. Did you figure it out? Did you think? Yes. Whatever it is that's going through your mind, you gotta let go of, okay? Is it productive? Is it helping you? No, it's fucking not. If anything, it's probably weighing yourself down to where you can't even be present in this moment. You might be thinking about something that you've been judging yourself on for years, and it's distracting you from even watching this video, isn't it? It probably is. Whatever that is, let go of. Something you said that was embarrassing. You got in a huge fight with a family member. You cheated on somebody, lied to a friend, made the wrong decision, a business failed. I mean, you probably don't have any failed businesses at 20, but if you do, go you on for even trying. You hurt somebody, you broke somebody's trust, you talked shit about them when you knew you shouldn't, you got caught. There's so many things. I have done probably half the things on that list, unfortunately. But that's the name of the game, you know? People lie, people break trust, people make mistakes, people fail, and that's life, okay? One thing that I've learned, and I don't always do this, I still think about the past of things that other people have done to hurt me and things that I've done that is now hurting my future self. A good way that you can look at it is, you're about to make mistakes this year, right? You don't know what they are yet, but you don't want your future self to be mad at you, right? For these things, you just want to let it go. It's not a big deal. Like, future Caitlin, you're gonna make some mistakes, and I hope you let them go, right? That's the same way you can talk to your past self. You just weren't aware of it at the time. People make mistakes. You have to forgive yourself, or you're not even gonna be present in this moment. And anything else I'm about to say doesn't even matter, honestly. If you're reliving something you did, something you said, having these fake arguments in the shower, can't sleep at night, reliving it, what you should have said, should have done, what you could have done to manipulate the situation, what you could have done to help the situation, to fix the situation. You wish you knew so-and-so knew your side of the story, or their side of the story, or that's not what I meant. You're not going to go back and change people. You're not going to go back and change yourself, really. All you have is the present moment now, and you're hurting yourself now. Guys, we all fucking die. Okay? We don't need to be carrying these things through our deathbed. We don't want to be thinking about how we fucked up this friendship, or disappointed this person, or made this mistake when we're going through our pregnancies, whenever we're graduating college, whenever we're going, you know, like, let that shit go. You're gonna deal with so many other problems that are way more important. Quit judging yourself based on something that happened in high school, elementary school, recently even. Let it go. And if you can't actually let it go, take some steps to heal the process, okay? If you can't let it go, it's something with like a family member. Take the steps to heal, reach out to them, communicate, fix it, okay? Quit reliving the same thing and not taking action. No, we're not doing that, okay? We are not doing that in our 20s. We are over that. We are over that. We're growing, we're maturing. No. squash that now. So like I said, that goes hand in hand with forgiving others and forgiving yourself. This is something that I've experienced. People burn me and I will take the brunt of it, and I'm just not doing that anymore. I mean, it still happens naturally, but overall, I could say that I am trying to let things go, no matter how long ago it was from, whether it was something that happened to me when I was young, whether it's a tragedy, it is what it is, and I can't let that define me. So that is more of a longer one, and you need to do that before you even try to assess the other things. You need to be healthy and have that foundation of forgiveness before you're even gonna navigate all these other little tips that I'm gonna tell you. And if you're watching this right before going to college, girl, you will be set if you listen to me, because I went through these mistakes so you don't have to. Yeah. Ooh, one fun one is don't care about what people think or how they're going to read you. I have had so many experiences where I was being my authentic self and people take it the wrong way. When I went through college, girl, everyone and their mother judged me, okay? And it was probably out of jealousy, insecurity. At the end of the day, jealousy and judgment stems from that person having their own issues, okay? We all know this. Look, there's Walty. We all know this, okay? This goes hand in hand with women shaming. Do not, and I'm telling you, stop it right here. Quit judging other women. Quit trying to bring other people down. There's no need to slut shame, body shame, fat shame, whatever fucking shame you want to come up with. Get it out of your head. If you're shaming somebody, it means because a part of you is jealous and is lacking something, or wishes you could have that confidence, wishes you could have that ability and strength and courage and bravery to be your authentic self. I'll give you an example and call myself out. There have been times where I felt negative feelings towards people, other girls who got attention, okay? We want to skirt back to little Caitlin. That is probably because I liked a boy and then they ended up liking some other girl who's probably just fucking basic anyways, you know what I mean? I was jealous because of insecurities, period. I don't even need to explain that anymore. All of y'all do it, men who are watching, women who are watching, anyone who's watching. You know it's true. You judge people for traveling too much and not taking their life seriously. They should be saving because you really probably want to travel. You know, you're judging someone for spending all their money on clothes probably because you want their clothes. Materialistic thing. Or you think so-and-so is so annoying for talking because you are probably just judgmental and wish that you could talk like them, so you would rather place judgment on them. You're calling someone immature because you're sensitive about people thinking you're immature. Judgment comes from lack, okay? Obviously there's some, you know, criticism that's probably healthy. There's judgment that is relatively normal, like if someone's cheating on their significant others and people are hurting others, like that judgment's fine, okay? But we don't need to be body shaming, women shaming. You don't need to be shaming people for something that you probably have experienced yourself. Like a lot of people who judge girls for getting boob jobs, probably because you want boobs. Or judge people for getting butt jobs, it's probably because you have a flat butt. You know, it's like, come on, guys. We can't all be perfect, and would you like it if people were shaming you for your insecurities? No, you wouldn't. If people were judging me for my insecurities, I'd be fucking pissed. In summary, be your authentic self and quit judging others. This goes hand in hand with having how you can actually live your authentic self. I would say that intentions are what's important. I was listening to this in a podcast and I had a revelation. I was like, that is so true. Like, if your intentions are good, it doesn't matter. For example, I've been labeled like bitchy or like too talkative, maybe annoying, immature. I've also been labeled good things like funny, witty, happy, optimistic, you know, whatever. But it doesn't matter what you think. Oh, I've been labeled a slut, a whore. I forgot about those. Let's not forget about those. Controlling, you know, all that good stuff. So it really doesn't fucking matter. Like if my intention is to be a bitch and my intention is trying to control someone, what do I expect? I'm gonna get judged. People are gonna catch on, you know? But if my intentions are pure and I'm just living authentically and you find it annoying, that is your problem. If you find this video annoying, it's your problem. Literally, I don't give a fuck because I'm trying to be my authentic self and put things out there. My intention of this video is to help people and to get things that I have grasped in my life and to help others. If you have a problem with it, that is your problem and you need to do some little awareness up in there, okay? Not my problem. Bye, Felicia. So intentions are what's important. If someone is judging you for starting a podcast or getting a different job, sure, maybe they have good feedback, but at the end of the day, like if that's your intention, it really doesn't matter what they think. because your intention isn't that. Say you're actually being bitchy, right? But your intention was just to give your friend advice. If someone takes that as bitchy, if you weren't intending it to be mean or critical or criticizing somebody, then that unfortunately kind of is their problem. You can apologize and be aware that you may have came off a certain type of way, but at the end of the day, you weren't trying to do that and you just need to adjust. But you don't need to be labeled as a bitch if you really weren't trying to be a bitch. However, if you are being rude and you know it, like there's been moments where I purposely do not care what anyone thinks because I am trying to be rude back to this girl, or I am trying to prove my point, like call me a bitch, I'm being bitchy, this is my point, you know, that's fine. But don't be surprised when people call you a bitch. But all the other times where people are just labeling you for fun out of their own insecurities, you just need to know where your intentions are and how you feel about the thing that you're talking about or speaking on or doing, taking action on. It doesn't matter. Like if people are gonna judge me from high school or college, whoever sees this video, any of y'all stalking me, that's your problem. So it's like perfect because I don't have to care what other people think because my intention is good. I'm not making myself feel better, you know? I'm trying to help others. And anyone who judged me out there, if you watch this video, you would now know that. Okay, we already kind of touched on this about comparison, but more like judging. So one big thing that I want anyone in here to know is that comparison kills. Comparison has ruined my relationship with myself. It's caused problems with my relationship with my boyfriend, with God, with my friends, trying to figure out my path of life because I'm comparing myself to what other people are doing, what other people are saying, the people that I thought I looked up to, how they live their life, thinking that that's how people are supposed to live their lives. Stupid fucking shit, right? If I could give anyone about to enter their 20s or in their 20s advice, it would be to stop comparison as much as possible. And you might be asking, how do I do that? Like, this shit's hard. Oh, let me tell you, your girl knows. So comparison is the worst fucking thing, and it's everywhere. You could watch Housewives and there's comparison. You could be scrolling on Instagram, there's comparison. You could be texting a friend, there's comparison. You could be watching a movie. You could be seeing a friend doing something. You could hear a conversation. You could be driving in the car down the highway, wishing you had a different life, seeing a billboard. Okay, comparison kills, it damages, it hurts. Whenever you know that you're comparing yourself, just try your hardest to stop and remove it. If you're on your phone feeling bad about yourself, unfollow that person that makes you feel bad. Just set some healthy boundaries. My biggest advice, honestly, that's a tangible thing that everyone here can do, is limit your screen time. So I have friends that I've told to limit their screen time, try to influence, they don't do it. But it's the most important thing ever. I started doing that. So I used to wake up and immediately watch Housewives. I would immediately watch YouTube, which is immediate comparison of other women's life. Vicariously living through someone, that is vicariously wishing you were them, okay? That is comparison, guys. Living vicariously through someone, essentially putting yourself in that, which can be positive. That's a way you can manifest, have a vision board, realize and get exposed to different types of life. That's fine. But if you're in a place where you're comparing yourself and experiencing all these issues, that's where shit hits the fan. I've been there. Let me just give some examples that I think a lot of people can relate to, especially women. I have compared what I should be doing out of college. I have compared my hair color. I have compared the way my face looks. I've compared the way my relationship is, the way my best friend is, the way how other people have certain types of friend groups. I've compared my life to what it would be like partying, what it would be like living in the suburbs, living in a penthouse, YouTube life, traveling. Comparing my life to only thrifting, never buying certain kinds of clothes, reading, working on businesses. The list goes on. I've had a few influences in my life where unfortunately I thought that like what they did was the way to go, because yeah, I've had a few incidences where a few people, whether I knew them in my personal life or whether they were like celebrity figures, I was like, oh yeah, they taught me something, so I need to try to be like them because they made me feel good about something, right? You need to break that because only you are you, and you can definitely take advice from people, but you don't need to be comparing your life. I do this literally as we're speaking. I have probably compared myself to someone or something today. Not saying it's the most unhealthy I've ever experienced, but it's not fucking good. Just like, think about it. Imagine if your significant other comes and be like, someone's like, well, my ex-girlfriend used to not do this or do that. You would be like, don't compare me. You know, exactly. Like, it sucks. So why do we do it to ourselves if you don't want other people to compare you? Easier said than done, I know, but the biggest tip that I could do that has worked for me, actually a YouTuber that I love, and they had a few like podcast stories about certain things that kind of made me feel bad. I was like, oh, should I be living like that? Or like, my relationship isn't like that, or my friendship isn't like that. Am I doing it wrong? Because I looked up to this person, or because I liked the vibe that they give off, right? And they literally have done nothing wrong. They're just a YouTuber, okay? But me consuming that content, I noticed, started confusing me and like making me irritated, like, oh, you know? But then again, you might also want to listen to those little things, like maybe they're revealing that something in your life isn't fulfilling you or proper, or you have an issue. Those are all healthy responses, but I removed her and I was instantly happier and didn't really have those like thoughts anymore. But I still like will consume her content again. Just at that point in time, I just didn't love some of the things that she was saying made me feel, even though what she's saying wasn't wrong. Like same thing with people talking about watching what I eat in a days. Those might be entertaining, but then eventually, is that making you count your calories? Is that making you do negative, bad things that aren't really healthy for you at that point in time? Been there too. There's certain people that influence and bring up different emotions. So that's exactly why what I said at the beginning of the video, when you have to deal with those issues you have in your own mind before you can really audit your life and experience new things and transform your life, because you haven't dealt with other things. And I am saying this knowing that there's still shit I haven't dealt with, but if I could give my advice to you, that would be what it is to deal with the things in your mind so you don't have to experience all this comparison and negative self-talk, etc, etc, etc. It's a slippery slope, okay? A few more things I want to talk about. So I'll briefly talk about this, but self-discipline is really important. Whole video about this. If you guys want to go check it out, it's my big sister advice. Welcome to the big sister advice series, but even though I'm a little sister. Self-discipline is so fucking important, guys. It's so important. Self-discipline helps you so much establishing confidence. You're only one step away from proving to yourself that you can do things. You are powerful. You can do it. You are a confident human being. You can, when you set your mind to things, you follow through. You set goals and you follow through, and you're good to go, okay? That sets the foundation, and that's what you need to do. So just create a few small goals, even if that's just making your bed every day, and hold yourself to it. Like you are holding yourself to it. That will help so much when it comes to routines and just having grit and able to get through things, because you know you have that healthy, solid foundation within you. Another thing that I like to talk about is you are only one step away from making that good decision. In hindsight, looking at what I've experienced in my 20s, I was one step away from doing certain things. For example, starting this channel. I actually started in 2020, then I took a break, and I had decent growth. Like I gained like 250 subscribers within a few months of starting it, but then it just died off, and I was like, whatever. Then no one's gonna ever actually watch me, and here I am, almost at 1,000 subscribers. So please subscribe if you're here. Like please fucking subscribe so I can just get to my 1,000 subscribers. Please, like anyone, if you're not subscribing and you're watching this, please, 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 you can unsubscribe from me in a couple months, okay? Just let me get to 1,000. But you are one decision away from changing your fucking life, dude. If when I upload this video, there's a chance that this video is the thing that gets me to my next step. But if I didn't make this decision right now to turn on this camera after a long day of work, I might not experience the benefits of what's about to happen. Or no one's gonna fucking watch this and you guys aren't gonna subscribe to me, and I'll be back where I started. That's fine, but I'm taking that risk and I'm one decision away. Submitting that application is one step away. Editing your resume is one step away. Who knows if that job is going to change your life? I experienced this. So I actually was driving down the street, saw a little coffee shop, and was like, wow, I want to work there. Maybe I'll like put application in. Never did. 3 months later, I put it in because I started realizing I was poor as fuck. That's something you'll learn in your 20s too, is how to fucking budget. Okay, long story short, one thing led to another. I got a call, they wanted to hire me, and then I locked my keys in my car. Locked my keys in the car, okay? At a meeting, the owners showed up, and I locked the keys in my car, and this was at 9 p.m, just so you know. So I look like a dumbass 21-year-old who doesn't know how to get their keys out of their car at 9 p.m, okay? Couldn't get it out, like nothing, didn't have a spare, nothing. They ended up waiting with me and asked me what I was doing in college, and I told them basically, long story short, my dream is to be a marketing director for a coffee shop, and here I am, sitting as marketing director. Coincidence? I think not. One decision away. Okay, we'll pretend like the one decision of leaving my keys in my car, that wasn't it. But if I hadn't locked my keys in my car, they would have never known and wouldn't have propelled me to where I am now. People go through breakups and friendship breakups. That one decision to end that either helped or didn't. That one decision to go to this party. Did you meet your best friend at this party? Did you meet the boy of your dreams at this party? Those little things are always there, guys. Don't sit in sorrow and not do anything. Make those decisions to get you to the next step. If you hate your life right now, there are decisions that are going to be ahead of you to get you out of that, okay? We know this. We know people grow and things and opportunities arise. Live your life knowing that those are right around the corner. You're one more video away from that. You're one more rep away from that muscle growth. One more interview away for hiring the person of your dreams. You know, you're one interview away from getting your job of your dreams. You're one class away from graduating, from meeting your favorite professor. You're one step away, and that's just a fact. Like, you are one step away from something. We just don't know what the something is. But if you know what you want the something to be, start making decisions towards that will get you into that position. That is fucking a golden nugget, if I do say so myself. With that being said, in your 20s, I already touched on this a little bit, but you are going to lose friends. If you are sitting pretty and you have never lost a friend before, oh, it's coming. It's coming. So yeah, I've lost a few friends, and most of it is just like outgrowing or like unalignment with your current personalities or like positioning in life, and that's fine. I've learned that the hard way. I've lost a few important friends to me, and it ate me up, and it probably will you too. I don't really have any advice on how to have it not eat you up, because those kinds of things suck, because friends you think are forever and they're not always are. But people also change. You can come back together and maybe figure things out. So you never know. You never know. You just have to remember that people are in their own brain. Just like all the shit you're going through, what if someone else has experienced that too? The advice that I would have on that is to definitely, been there, done that, is to like overwhelm people with communication. So if someone is drifting away from you as a friend, definitely don't go crazy and just text them nonstop like, hey, are you okay? Are you mad at me? Or anything like that. I kind of did that a couple times, and that always backfires. I've even done that with some of my current friends in the past. I really don't do that anymore. Like, if you don't want to hang out with me, cool, that's on you. So I try to not be like, oh, well, why don't you want to do this? Sometimes asking questions, people don't know. They don't know the answer, or they don't want to have to explain it. If someone tells you they don't want to go, there's really no point in trying to be like, oh, but you should though. Like, this is why. Some of your friends, you might have that relationship where it's like, bitch, get up, we're going, you know? But other people might not be in that place. So you just need to accept that other people will change, and they're probably just as sad as you are, and sometimes you just have to let them go. Not that you have to have these horrible friend breakups. Sometimes just kind of drifting apart and coming back together might be better. Whatever suits you in your personal life and your situation. Definitely do not like overwhelm people and ask them all these questions and try to force something that isn't there anymore. Do not try to force something that isn't there. That's for sure. It'll come around if it's meant to be. Same thing with a relationship. Last thing that I want to talk about, to kind of end it off on a positive note, is auditing and monitoring your life. So I think it's cool on a yearly basis to kind of reflect and think about where you're at and where you want to go. If you want to be a health guru, you should probably eliminate going out every day, not getting that gym membership, stuff like that. If you want to be more social, you should probably take action on that. Or if you're getting headaches all the time, you should limit your screen time. If you always want to be a reader, but you can't find time to read, you're lying to yourself. Take an audit of where your time is going. How many hours are you on TikTok? Look at things from a larger scale to kind of help yourself out. So if you're saying you don't have time for something, I want to see in a month the hours you spend on TikTok. I would say the average viewer that's probably watching me right now, if you're watching YouTube, you probably are on TikTok. My rough guess is that y'all spend a minimum of 30 hours a month just on TikTok, and that's low. I'm in the marketing world. I know how much you guys are on your phones on TikTok, okay? And if you're not on TikTok, you're on Instagram. And if you're not on that, you're watching this YouTube video. Hopefully you're doing something relatively productive right now, or this is actually helping you. With that being said, all that time that you're wasting, use it towards a goal, guys. Quit wasting your lives away unless it's in a positive way. I think social media can be amazing. That's why I'm doing it, because social media has transformed my life. But if all you're doing is watching cooking videos, but you have these other goals, come on guys, stop that. Stop it right now. If all you do is play video games, but you've always wanted to get this good job, I hear excuses. Take some classes, build your resume, apply to those people, be social, talk to people, network, something positive and good, okay? Another way you can audit your life is just adding these new systems, elevating your space, changing the environment, things like that. Align yourself with where you want to go. That's how you audit and edit your life. That's some of my advice having to navigate your 20s, and be gentle with yourself and kind to yourself. Please stop judging others because it hurts. I want you guys to know that you are loved, and spread kindness, be kind to people. And this is how we're gonna change the world and make it a little bit better, one step at a time. And I hope you guys, good luck with navigating your 20s no matter where you're at. If you just went through a breakup, a friendship breakup, you're about to apply to a job, ask for a raise, transfer schools, move cities, anything big like that, we're with you, we support you, and good luck. So good luck navigating your 20s. One thing that will really help you is if you subscribe to my channel. That is the biggest tip. If you're gonna take anything away from this video, it is you should subscribe. You should subscribe. That's the best tip, is subscribe to Keelan Stevens. Turn the notifications on. Really good for your mental health. I'm just kidding. All jokes aside, good luck guys, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.